What's up everybody, welcome to Money Management channel. My name is Andrei and today I'm gonna be doing an update on BABA stock.
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed, born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up.
And in today's video, first of all, I will show you where we are on a price chart and how we get there. Then we'll continue with the fundamental news and I will show you that we should be extremely cautious despite the all good news that we might find right now, but we have to be cautious because of its price action and the combination of the price action and the news. And at the end of this video I will share my thoughts and my technical analysis, and I will show you what should we expect next. So let's start with the price chart. I made my previous video right here, at this point when the price was roughly $117, and I've told you that this asset forms a bearish divergence. It had on a 4 hours time frame, let me switch to 4 hours, it had lower highs on RSI with the higher highs on the price action. And because of this divergence, we had to see the retracement, and this retracement is not the case because it is very shallow, and in my opinion we might see another much deeper retracement to unload the entire structure from the range of about $86 all the way up to $120. And right now, as you can see, this asset hit the range of resistance that I also marked previously, and it was the next potential target. But from the previous point where we were on my previous video, this asset gained not more than 3%. And definitely it is not the profit that you should rely on. And that's why just wait, patiently wait the more lucrative range of accumulation. So, and let's continue with the fundamental news. If you type in Google search bar BABA stock and switch to news tab folder, you can find a lot of recent news that are quite bullish on the Chinese economy in general and on the BABA in particular. And let me show you just several of them. On South China Morning Post on January 26th, we can find this article that is titled "Hong Kong stocks approach 11-month high as traders load up on Alibaba, BYD and EV makers in post-lunar holiday rally." And this article shows that right now all the Chinese indexes are extremely strong, and because of this, most likely we might see some improvements of the prices of other Chinese companies, and especially high-tech Chinese companies. On top of that, let me show you this article that was published on January 25th, and that is titled "China says COVID death toll in hospitals is on a downward trend." And the key bullets are following. The National Center of Disease Control and Prevention says deaths in hospitals peaked on January 4th and stood at less than 1,000 on Monday. The number of patients being treated in fewer clinics is also reported to be in a downward trend. And definitely, I have to say that the opening of Chinese economy might drastically improve the fundamentals of any Chinese companies. And because of this trend of lowering the COVID cases, definitely we might see even more easing in Chinese policy. And this leads definitely to improvement of fundamentals of other Chinese companies. But we have to be very cautious. And let me show you another article that is also quite bullish. On January 25th on Seeking Alpha, we can find this: Alibaba, 50 billion or higher stock buyback possible. And I want to quote you just a summary, and this summary is, I basically highly recommend you to read the entire article, and I completely agree with this article with one exception, and this exception I will show you in my technical analysis. So the summary is following. Activist investor Ryan Cohen has reportedly built a large stake in Alibaba Group Holding Limited. The investor is pushing for aggressive stock buybacks in order to support the underperforming stock. Stock buybacks would likely be covered by Alibaba's free cash flow. As a $50 billion stock buyback plus a full reopening of the Chinese economy could be potential catalysts for an upside revaluation of Alibaba shares. And definitely these four bullets are very important for Alibaba right now, and definitely buyback at the very low prices for Alibaba itself might be very important from the fundamental standpoint. But let me show you that in a matter of just several days, at the very beginning of February, and as you can see, according to TradingView data, we don't have the exact date right now, but roughly at the very beginning of February, we will see their earnings report, latest earnings report. And right before the earnings report, as you can see, before the earnings report, we have this massive movement to the upside. This means right before the report we might see some consolidation phase, and most likely because of the higher level of indicators we might see a pullback. And definitely right here on the list of analytic firms that covered the Alibaba stock, definitely we have several latest filings, and I covered it in my previous video. 4 of them upgraded or boosted their price targets, and definitely it is a very good bullish sign. But I have to say that we will not see any more filings right here until the earnings report will be published. And definitely these news are really bullish on BABA, but the technical standpoint shows us that we might see a pullback. So, and let's continue with the technical analysis, but before we dive deep right here, please subscribe to my channel, hit notification bell and hit the like button. This helps me a lot. So guys, let me show you what signs do I see, which allows me to make a conclusion that this asset might have a pullback. First of all, this movement to the upside is quite massive. From its consolidation phase at the very end of December till its current price, it gained more than 38%. But let me show you this. The volume is diminishing, as you can see right here. And this means when the volume is moving south, with the highly increasing price of the underlying asset, this means it might be some kind of pullback or at least a consolidation phase. So this is the first sign. Second sign, let me show you indicators. If I switch to daily time frame, and this is the most important time frame for the long-term holders, right here on our side we can see the lower highs on our side with the higher highs on the price section. Let me make this line a bit longer. And this is a bearish divergence on a daily time frame. On top of that, as you can see on a MACD indicator, we have the diminishing momentum. And when this asset starts to tick to the downside, and when we will see this crossover of these two lines, it will be a major pivot point. And definitely we are about to see this next step, and because of this most likely we will go lower. On top of that, let me show you again the price section of this asset. As I already mentioned, we have a decent range of resistance at $120 because we have several levels of resistance at this very point, right here and right here. On top of that, right here we can see its swing high, and it is at the range of $125.5. This means we have the entire range in between $125 and $120 as the range of resistance, and somewhere here definitely we might have some kind of reaction, and this reaction definitely should be on the downside. So we have 3 confluence reasons of this movement, and because of this I highly recommend you to wait until we'll see the retracement, when we will break the ranges of support, when we will break the $111 mark, and when we will go lower, definitely it will be a very good consolidation phase. And then I will do another update to identify the levels where you can re-enter your position if you want to long this company. So I think from the technical standpoint that's it for now. If you like my video, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel with notification bell, and see you guys and girls next time. Bye!
I got the cash in the bag, stadium